Kaboom!
There you go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the AIB Show. This is Amit.
And Dominic.
And we've got a guest. She just walked out of the screen. She was there for a second ago. Dominic's wife, Katie.
I'm not going to bring much value to this guy.
Well, no, she would just tell me how Dominic thinks he's funny, but nobody else thinks he's funny beyond Dominic. That's what he, like, all her friends clown on Dominic.
First of all, she did not say that. All her friends.
That was a little hyperbole, but yeah, I may have added that part. Go ahead. Go ahead, Katie. What are you going to say? Do you think it's funny?
Camera shy.
No, I'm saying he's not that funny.
He's not funny, period. You said it earlier. You said he's not that funny. Now you're telling me.
Agree to disagree.
That's all he says, by the way. There'll be like a fact. It's not even an opinion. He's like, I agree to disagree. I'm like, but it's a fact.
Thank you. There is no alternate facts, and this is Dominic and his alternate fact life, right? But we're just talking about Outer Banks, and their daughter is a big fan of this particular show. And I've never watched this show, but Dominic got into the show apparently as well because it's.
No, she asked me to watch season 3 last night. Season 3, episode 2.
She asked you to watch this with her. Why? As a bonding scenario?
Yeah.
And then you got into the show.
Let me tell you about it. And first of all, the accents are so bad because they're in Barbados and St. Kitts, and it's supposed to be a Bahamian girl. It's just the accents are just horrible.
Hold up, what is the show based on? I don't even know the show. What is the show?
Outer Banks in North Carolina.
So it's hold up. The show is a bunch of kids in North Carolina doing North Carolina things.
Different groups chasing gold and murders, running from police and different groups.
And then where do they end up? And how do they end up in the same kids?
I don't know. I just watched season 3, episode 2, bro.
Hold up.
Mind you, last night I was like, why don't you watch the first season? He's like, no, I'm all caught up. now he
and I was like, I don't know. And I just asked him, now he's got no idea.
Yeah. No, somebody was framed, one of the friends, and they decided to run, and then they got kidnapped and put on a boat. Then they escaped the bad guys, and they wind up in the islands. And then
no, but there's 2 groups of people.
Yeah, the Pogues and the
I'm sorry, the Pogues.
Yeah,
what that stand for?
It's kind of like it. Generally, my understanding is like they're kind of like the rich people and the poor people.
Yeah.
But it's really not based on. It's more based on. It's like Uptown, and it's just you can intermingle and. I don't know.
You've actually said absolutely nothing of value. Whatever you just thought you said, none of that makes any sense to me. So are the Pogues the poor people?
Yeah.
And the rich people are called?
I can't remember.
So you're caught up.
I mean, I'm caught up. I don't remember. You remember everything? You remember everything in the show?
You just
every single fact in the show. You remember everything?
I watched it last night. You just watched
it. It was
a
lot to input
last night.
I had to put 2 seasons and an episode of season 3 in my brain. It's a lot to retain.
Are you going to keep watching it now?
I don't know. She told me if she watches it at school today, that she'll catch up again and watch with me later. My thought was, why are you watching it at school?
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, why you should watch it? Does she not want to socialize with friends? She wants to watch this instead?
So
what school is she at? She's watching Outer Banks.
You guys are raising your kids well, man. Look at this. You guys raise your kids so they can watch TV at school. Well, actually, hold up. On that note, your husband also has done some of this stuff at work in the past as well, of watching TV.
Yeah, my fear is the sound is going to be really bad.
Your sound what? This sound?
Yeah.
Oh no, it is. We're already in it. It's irrelevant. It's related. So again, you watch TV. You've watched TV at work.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to make her hear that. Hold on. I'm going to change the sound. Hold on. Come here. It would be really bad. No.
Hold up. You want hold up. How is this gonna? No, guys. Okay. This is pointless. He's not. So for those of you listening, Katie now has the headphones on, and Dominic doesn't, so he has no idea what's going on.
Now I feel like I'm echoing. This is like too clear.
And now she's talking far from the mic, so now she sounds so far away.
he has no.
Oh my God. We should totally. This is so not rehearsed, and it's obvious. Oh my God.
All right.
He has no idea what's going on.
Anyway, back to the show. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my God.
No one can hear me because I was talking from over there. I have juice.
Okay. Close the door. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein. Did you know they were both sentenced on the same day? Weird coincidence.
Did not know they were both sentenced on the same day.
Harvey Weinstein had previously been sentenced for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced for an additional 23 for other sex crimes.
This was because he was sentenced in California and now New York, or vice versa?
I believe, yes.
Okay.
And now R. Kelly was sentenced for 20 years for child sex crimes. guessing early 50s.
All right. So then gets paroled out, one would assume, well before that period of time.
I don't know what the deal is with these kind of crimes.
What, you mean paroled or otherwise? I don't either.
Yeah.
Huh.
But wow, it took a long time for
I was going to say
all this stuff for R. Kelly
forgot about
forever.
this. Yeah, I forgot
I
about
didn't realize
this.
I thought the statute of limitations would expire, but I mean, we've been hearing about this stuff forever.
Yeah, I haven't heard about R. Kelly to your point, in a long time. I didn't know that was still a thing. Meaning, I didn't know that it was like, obviously it was still a thing, but I didn't know if the case was going on or whatever. Like, I legit forgot on all of that. All right, so he got sentenced, and he's in Georgia though, right? Or is it California?
I'm not sure, but Harvey Weinstein. I mean, this was known in your industry, right? It had to have been.
But it's not. But it's not just him. And yes, that was the way. Not just film and TV, but that's the way entertainment works in general. There's this whole. That's the way it's been forever. And now, I mean, we went through this in the past. It's like, I'm not saying it's right, obviously, but what I'm trying to say is that everybody's now, quote unquote, overtly appalled when they were very aware of this stuff back in the day and nobody did anything until it became.
So, but let's break it down. The women, the victims, obviously knew, and they were not the ones in power. So whether ashamed, embarrassed, felt they had no recourse, or maybe even they tried and couldn't get anything. But would you say this is widespread, known throughout those in power too?
Yeah, no, that's my point.
Men in general and those in power.
Yes. But that's not, hold up. I'm not saying this is anybody like some insider. Like, this is we all know this. The whole idea of the quote unquote casting couch has been a known thing forever, right? We all, like, this is not like some, oh my God, Amit's got the scoop on what's going on in Hollywood. This is just facts. This is just the way it's working. And it's not just that industry, it's a lot of industries. And it's just that overall. And Dominic's about to fall off his chair drinking water. Bro, the water's done.
Got a killer workout this morning. All right, what's next?
No. What was your killer workout this morning? Now I'm curious.
I mean, for me.
Which was what? The dog is going to keep barking. Which was what? What was your workout this morning? The sound quality is what it is. You got the dog barking.
Kettlebells. I've been into kettlebells a lot. My body doesn't ache. I honestly miss Olympic lifting, but I'll get back soon when the body feels good. But the kettlebells, my God, made me feel like no pain. Good.
Well, I mean, if you're doing like a 2-pound kettlebell, you're definitely not going to feel
wrong, bro.
What weight
heavy.
What weight are you doing? What's heavy?
I believe it's 75 and 65. It's or 65 and 55, but I believe it's 75 and 65. I'm gonna verify.
Grams?
I
was trying to
ounces.
No,
so
really,
it's like different circuit stuff. I found with them. I'm dripping and dying. I'm obviously out of shape, but still, no, heavy.
This is in your garage?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yes.
And this is in the morning. This is after Outer Banks. This is when you have your time to do this.
A little Outer Banks break.
I don't get you. Yeah, because I did the open workout this morning, and then it wasn't so. I was a little hungover from last night.
You look it.
Thank you. I'm definitely a little parched. Yeah, I wasn't expecting last night to. It just became a fair amount of beveraging, and then went to fitness this morning, and I was like, ooh, it wasn't feeling 100. Had to have one of those Noka things because they got the caffeine and stuff. And midway through the workout, I'm just like, my mouth is just. I mean, I'm parched. Like it was aggressive, but did all right. So it is one and done. Moving on after that one. So now 2 open workouts down. One more to go.
He's talking about CrossFit people.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I made that assumption. Yeah, it was a lot of burpees and running, and luckily for me, I do burpees every day, so that wasn't. It was something that was pseudo in my wheelhouse, you know. But yeah, I had a bunch of margs last night, you know. So that's what held me down a little bit.
Douche or no douche? The guy that says margs.
That's very douchey. And the funny part is, I don't say margs. I'm saying it now, and I actually just thought about it as I said it. I've never used that word. I literally say the full word all the time. Because to your point, it's just that.
Please do us all a favor and do yourself a favor, really, and never use it again.
This is one of those jokes your wife was saying that you thought it's funny. Right. Noted. You can tell your wife that she can listen to this later on and see what's going on there, right? On a tangent as well. So Dominic has an office, technically, for his work.
Explain for 20 seconds. I'm closing the door.
Okay. He's got an office. He's got a giant office. He goes to the office almost never. He has this, and it's a huge glass door. It's a huge situation. He's got a flag put up. He's got a Jamaican flag put up. He's got, his multiple monitor set up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All these things. I think he has even like fake trophies that make him look cool and stuff like that. He's got all this fake. You have a bunch of fake trophies in there too, right?
Trophies? No.
Certificates of achievement.
Yeah, my diploma from graduating college. Yes.
You have your diploma on your wall in your office?
Yeah. Where else am I put it? Like, where
do you put your bed? I even know where it is.
Yeah. What's the point of?
Of the diploma? None. That's my point. There is no point for it. Putting it up in the office doesn't make you look any better either.
No, it doesn't. But I have nowhere to put it. I feel weird throwing it away. I should just throw it away, honestly.
Yeah.
I should just throw it away.
I mean, you have it framed and everything like that, or you have it just cropped up in your desk?
Oh my God. No, I have it like hung over a hook. So like it folds outward. So you see the actual, it's set up nice. Anyway, go on.
So he's got this office. And then because he never goes to this office, they took his office away. Now
we talked about it last week.
Yeah, he's up in arms because he doesn't have the office. So now he's like, this is ridiculous. I should have an office. And I can't work under these conditions, meaning I can't be in a cubicle because when I'm on the phone, it's just weird talking on the phone outside and stuff like that. Again, the man never goes to the office.
That's not true.
How often do you go to the office? Once a month?
No, I was doing it 2 to 3 days a week.
Bro, how many hours per day? Combined, how many hours per week?
I don't know. You think I'm a maths major? I don't know.
Are you a math? Hold on, I'm sorry, Doug. This is not crazy calculus, son. It's pretty easy to say, yeah, I go 2 or 3 hours a week. Freaking maths major says that.
I mean, I was there late last night.
Bitching because you didn't have an office. You're trying to prove the case of, hey, look at me, I'm working, I need an office. So one of his options is a legit closet,
broom closet.
It is.
It's got a window. It
does have a window. It does have a window, but
big window.
It's as wide as Dominic is. Legitimately, he would have to go in at an angle to get in there. It's that small. The desk is pointless. You couldn't even have multiple monitors on that desk because there's not one.
No, that desk barely fits the one monitor. It's a table. It's not a desk.
And you prefer to have that.
A stand, maybe.
And you prefer to have that than to have a cubicle outside. Again, you're not going to use either one of these things. But you prefer to have that.
Correct.
And so what's your recourse? Well, right now, what are you doing? What's with management? What are you going to do to get back your office?
I'm requesting that space. The logistics are evidently an issue that they don't have another table, that they believe it's used for something else, which it's not used for. It's not being used.
Hold up. I'm confused. You're requesting what space? The office space back?
Yes. No. The broom closet.
You're actually making a request for the broom closet.
I did. I sent you the thing this morning.
I'm not reading. Why is my question?
Privacy. And yes, I said privacy.
You're never going to be there.
That's not true, dog. I am.
Even when you're there, how many times are you on the phone when you're there?
2 to 3 days a week. I'm on the phone all the time. Plus, I blast my music. That's all. I told you that.
Well, you can't be on the phone and blast your music.
No, it's an either or. But I can't be at the cubicle ever and blast my music.
You always rock headphones. What's the difference? Blast your music in your headphones.
I don't. Because I'm charging the phone. I got this charging something that you lean it up and charge it. So the problem is this. There's 3 options. There's a regular cubicle. There's an extended style cubicle. Just sent you pictures of. It's like a wider. It's like the size of 2 cubicles. Bigger desk. Deeper.
You're not that fat. You don't need both of those.
But neither of them have privacy. My door is always closed. Always. I'm blasting music.
Just it's also a glass door.
The person,
as close as it may be, you can still see directly into there because it's a glass door. You're in a fish tank.
Yes.
So how much privacy are you getting?
So it's not like I'm nude. I don't need. I just have audio privacy. But the office behind mine, and then across the hall, that office, I hear that guy and he hears me because we're so loud and talking on the phone. So he always tells me he hears me, I hear him. So there's no way this is gonna last if I'm at a cubicle. Just too loud.
But you don't have a private room? Like many of these offices have a room you go in and
they
just
do.
take calls.
But that's another broom closet. So just give me one of them. That's the point.
I'm waiting to see you move in this broom closet because it's legit broom closet. Like it's small as hell. It's small as hell. Have you all seen Tiny Desk? It's even more small than that. It's smaller than that.
No,
Right?
but on the real,
Right.
it's a great office. It's listen, I'm not there all the time, so it's fair that somebody else should have it.
Is there somebody else who needs it, or they just
Yeah,
don't want to give
yeah.
it
They
to
actually
you?
brought. That's what it is. They brought somebody on.
Who's going to be there 5 days a week?
Yes, so it's the right thing. Like when I was told, I said it's fair. I had no issues. I understand.
Just give me the broom closet.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. The fact that this is even a conversation piece for you is ridiculous and hilarious. On so many points. All right, what's up? What has you got going
on? We have, this whole Ron DeSantis thing is just spreading in terms of, and it's not just Ron DeSantis, it's just Florida, in terms of just whitewashing Black history, Black people. There is, and I lost it, a school in Alabama where the students, Black students at Hillcrest High School in Tuscaloosa, were told they could not talk about slavery or the civil rights movement in their Black History Month program because it would make white administrators feel uncomfortable. Could not talk about slavery or the civil rights movement. It's not talking about things you and I talk about, well, issues with police and things that people may find to be an opinion versus fact, right? We're talking slavery. We're talking the civil rights movement that they were prohibited from discussing. I mean, this craziness is evidently spreading across the South. It's kind of scary when you break it down.
Not kind of, it is, but it's going to keep going. Like I sent an article. I think I sent a similar article to a friend, and she was like, "Wow, Florida." And I was like, "Y'all think it's stopping here, man? This is not the case. This is step one. This will continue to move along in different areas as well. This is not done, and that's why I find it very, very sad. But he is, and of all people, him too. Like there's so much stuff there that bothers me across the board.
But I mean, historically in society, what's the word? Suppressing knowledge and information has never ended well.
Valid, but the other part of that too is again, if you're going to claim freedom and then not allow free thought, I'm confused. Like
and
just in
general, particular ideology of the people. Those leaning right who are claiming that and fight for their rights and everything, except for others. But this is not even free. This is just simply talking about facts in history.
But that's what I'm saying, right? This is that if history is history. It's just I don't know why this would be a controversial dynamic, but
because it makes people feel uncomfortable.
No, but does it though?
It does, evidently. Ironically, the party that accuses the other party of being snowflakes.
This is all of this. Oh my
Something
Lord.
else kind of crazy.
Go ahead.
I'm seeing it more than ever. Plethora everywhere I go. Dogs and strollers.
Someone last night as well, and I do see that, and I
see it a lot.
Well, are the dogs old?
No, that's what I was getting at.
There can't be that many.
I'll give you a pass for that.
Yeah.
But then, really, do the dogs want to go out if they're old? But okay.
Yeah, you got to see stuff.
No, it's not. I see them.
They don't want to be in a broom closet all day, like you.
I see dogs going on walks, but the walks are in the stroller. The people are walking the dogs.
Okay, so we're doing that. How does a peeing situation work?
Great question. I guess they lift them up, put it down, pee, put them back in the stroller. I see it around outside my neighborhood. There's a big lake. I see it several times a week. Different people. I also see, here's an odd one. I also see, and I've let my whole family know now, they've noticed, twin older ladies who walk their one dog in a stroller. They dress the same.
The dogs or the twins?
The twins every day. The exact, not that they wear the same. Every time they're out, they have the same outfit. So if it's a green hat, it's the same green hat with the same green shirt with the same black shorts with the same shoes every single time. I've at least 15 times, if not 20 times, I've seen them out.
Are they an
And they're just the
elderly
same.
couple?
They're not a couple, they're twins.
I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad. Are they an elderly? Are they
Yeah, I'd say
elderly?
in their 50s, probably.
Is it,
Ladies.
do they live together?
I'm
Because it's likely that they
I'm
probably would be doing
assuming
that.
so.
And then they have
But
the one
they're-
dog.
I mean, you know, when kids are younger and they're twins or even siblings similar age, parents will dress them the same. It's like they just took it to the next level.
I mean, but parents do that because it's just easy and cheap.
It's not cheap. You have to buy two. How is it cheap?
Well, sorry, take that back. It's easy. You're right, not cheap. It's
Yeah, it's
easy.
not
Just like,
cheap.
all right, let's just keep it simple. That's on me. My bad. Yeah, it's simple. But in your adult years, and now I'm trying to think about this. In your adult years, so you feel that they're rolling out in public generally like this across the board. They're just matching.
There's something. I don't like to judge people, but there's something off with that. I'm just, yeah.
These are your neighbors.
No, they live around my neighborhood. I see them outside the neighborhood.
I'm trying, and they're walking their dog in a stroller and doing
Yes.
this. So they're doing a lot of things that are wrong.
Every single time they're walking the dog in the stroller, and every single time you see my hat? It's like it's at least half the time it's an Adidas hat, some kind of Adidas hat, and like a dry fit t-shirt and shorts and sneakers. But it matches exactly. They didn't believe me. My family didn't believe me. I had to take pictures, and then they started noticing them.
And you're driving by these people, or you're walking by these people? Actually, I said walking. I was this guy's not walking anywhere. I don't know what's going on with your neighborhood. That's interesting. A bunch of stroller dog situations and that. But the stroller dog thing is one that gets me all the time because I don't understand it. And to your point, I guess if you're old, I get it, but I just don't know how the peeing thing works. Like when you know the dog, because even when you walk a dog, the dog kind of does its own thing and determines when it wants to pee or poop or whatever. So do you put it down and just kind of let it? I'm confused by all of that. I don't know how the game works there. That's a very strange one for me across the board. But one day when I get a dog, I guess I will deal with these situations overall. One day. What? So hold up. So you're using Chat GBT stuff, right? Going back to this thing from before.
I haven't since the last show.
Okay. What do you use it for? What do you use it for
content for?
You said use it for work situations.
ISOLABOD.
You said you were going to, and you didn't.
I did use it.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And then when you were trying to schedule this today, did you try it there as well or no?
No.
And you have only used the Chat GBT. And so hold up, but this is, and by the way, I don't even know how to use it. This is an app or what is it?
Website.
It's an extension or you got to go to the website itself.
Yeah.
I've never dabbled with this at all. I don't know what's going on there. I've never used it. I don't know how I would use it. And you like, are you an Alexa user or a Siri user?
No, never, ever.
Because I turn them things off immediately. I get my phone, I turn off Siri, and I don't have an
weird.
Alexa.
I figured you would be a user. No, I don't.
No, why am I talking into this thing? I don't get. I'm way more. It's way quicker for me to just type it in on my phone. And also, I don't want to be yelling out the whole time with whatever I want to do, and I damn sure don't want to dictate. Do you text dictate or you voice text? Meaning, sorry, you voice memo or do you do the voice text?
No, because I find I hate voice text on iMessage because sometimes, like especially if you're driving, it's hard you've got to lift it up to your ear and it's just weird. So I don't do it to other people. Occasionally on WhatsApp, but enough times if I'm WhatsApping somebody, they voice message me, I type back. They voice message, I type back.
But you're not doing
voice to text. And then voice text. I sometimes do it, but then I'm like, I gotta read it to make sure it's right.
Yeah, that's why I can't do the voice text thing. So I've never done the voice texting. I find that it doesn't work for me, but I will do the voice memo thing, especially if I'm driving. That's actually when I do it. And you have to put it up to your ear. It comes through your Bluetooth.
No. I'm saying no. I don't know. Something with my car.
Hold up. You're trying to tell me. It's not your car, dog. This is a user error situation. It's not your car. This is the you thing. You literally can't. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop. We're gonna move on. Okay. Taking a back turn. Whatchamacallit? The NBA All-Star game.
Yes.
You watched it.
I did.
You watch All-Star games in general.
No.
But you watched this one.
Yes.
Was it good? I heard nothing but I heard all negative stuff about it.
No, it was horrible.
Why was it horrible? Like that's what I didn't see it, nor would I ever want to watch it.
Because there's what It would be an understatement to say there's no defense. That's an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
They just
But there's
back
never been
up.
in any one of them.
No, but
in
it's
any
like
All-Star
gotten worse.
game.
It's gotten worse. In the fourth quarter and stuff, they would start playing harder. The third quarter, they would start because they want to win. This was just throw it up, just go. There was a sequence for about a minute where two Boston Celtics teammates, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the other 8 players on the court, let them go against each other 2 times. So down, back, and they literally just stood there watching, like in the corner with their hands on their hips, just watch them. It's just ridiculous.
I've never watched it, so I don't. I mean, not never. I'm sure I watched it at some point. I don't remember it, but yeah, I don't get the dynamic there at all. Yeah, because I'm here. Go ahead.
It was bad, but the slam dunk competition has been horrible for years.
I stopped watching that.
White guy won. It was amazing.
I saw the highlights. That's all it was.
Not amazing because he's white. Had he been black, Chinese, anything, he's listed at 6'2". He's probably 6 foot. His dunks were sick. And
I know he jumped over.
He never missed one. That's the beauty of it.
That's the key part. I heard that.
It started getting boring when you take more dunks and more. He never missed one. Every one of his dunks were flawless.
Yeah, I saw the highlights.
I found a hilarious tweet where a guy wrote, "He's tried, but he can't." He Googled the guy's name is Mac McClung, the dunker.
Mm-hmm.
He Googled Mac McClung, George Floyd, Mac McClung, Obama, Mac McClung, Trump, Mac McClung, N-word. He's trying to find anything bad about Mac McClung.
Just because
I can't. The guy's
bring him down a notch.
Yes.
Bring him down a notch.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I tried, guys. The guy's clean.
That is hilarious in so much. Wow, that is just hilarious.
He was in the G League. He just got called up. So his career earnings have been 100,000, I think, in 2 years. Right. And that night he made 100,000. It's pretty dope.
I mean, he's going the right direction. That's positive for sure. I never watched it, so I don't know what's going on there. But
no, you should honestly just go watch like a 1-minute thing on YouTube. Like his dunks were dope as hell.
It's
somebody that size to be able to do that.
But who really cares about this?
It's not as big as it used to be because the stars won't do it. I didn't know. Yeah, one of them is a Nick. I didn't even really know the guy. There's 3 other players. I don't know them. I know this guy because his highlights have been around since he's been in high school. The guy who won. But the other players I don't know. So then no one really cares. If the stars aren't back in the day when you have Dominic Wilkins and Michael Jordan battling each other versus people no one knows, you know?
See this, I don't know. Like I'll give you that. Like there's nothing to watch because you have no vested interest in anything because there's nothing to watch there, right? And then I look at it and which is why like I'm bored out of my mind with it because there's nothing there that's remotely fun for me at all. So I don't get into it at all. But yeah, I wanna even the NFL situations I don't get into either because I have no vested interest in any of these sports anymore. Like I'm legit like the XFL. Did you watch any of that?
I'm not renewing. No, XFL, no. Just
like I think I saw 2 minutes. I watched the highlight to see Derek King score his touchdown because I saw he scored a touchdown, and then I looked at the highlight, and it was all of like 10 seconds, and I was like, all right, I'm over this. Like he just ran it in for a touchdown, but I'm bored of that too. Like I just don't have any vested interest there at all. Like legitimately.
I'm not renewing my football season tickets.
Really?
Yeah. No, not as a protest because of how bad they were or anything. Like I'm not. It just price went up, and I only.
How much is it?
For alumni, the alumni section now is almost $700 a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, I mean you get 6-7 games.
And how many?
A seat. How about
that? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay. And how many seats you used to buy normally? You used to buy 2 or 4?
2. Well, when I bought 4, it was really for 2 other people. I buy it under my name, so always 2.
So $1,400 for the season is what it'll cost you.
So I write it off. But last year I only went.
Write it off. What are you writing it off against? What are you scouting? Like, what do you write it off?
No, because honestly, it's a group of 17 of us, and one of them is a friend who essentially hates when I say this. My old boss, who's now a client. So literally, we talk more work at the games than we ever do outside of it. Honestly, so that's who got me into these seats. But because of life in general, kids, sports, and everything, I only went to 1 game last year. I sold tickets for 1 and made good money on them to the Florida State game. But other than that, so it's just better for me if I want to go to the game, just buy tickets for that game. So,
okay, but that's the other part of it too, right? I actually prefer watching the game at home. I actually don't enjoy going to the games.
I hear
so
that,
much
but this
stress.
I like this because it's a group of us.
Yeah,
Like,
so I guess that is different.
it's a big group who I've known for years. Mostly UM alums. So
It's
it's a good
every time
experience.
I go. The last time I went to a Cam game was with you, and that was like years ago. Like when we played Notre Dame, I think that was the last Kane game I went to.
Yeah.
Right, which was years ago. Like there's no value in me going to college football games anymore. And even when I used to watch religion on TV this season, I think I watched 2 games. And I was like, all right, I'm done now because we were so bad. And I was like, I can't. Like it's just I'm watching it, and the frustration just takes me over. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm ruining my day completely. Like I would ruin my Saturdays watching Canes. And I was like, I can't. I gotta stop that. So now I ruin my Saturdays watching bad TV instead, and not XFL. Side note: Cocaine Bear comes out this week today. By the way,
No way. It's
82% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes?
82.
Wow.
That's critics, by the way. That's not even the people.
Yeah. Okay.
I am damn sure. So first of all, I wanted to see this movie regardless, and I said the movie was going to be awesome, and I'm definitely sure it's going to be awesome. No, take it back. 71% right now and 81% audience.
I mean, I'm good with that.
That's awesome.
Because I was expecting sub 50 on both.
Really?
Yeah.
When I saw the trailer, this movie was going to be awesome.
I thought the trailer was
all of it.
Like it. Exactly. It was one of those where like that's just it.
No, this looks freaking spectacular. Like I'm very, very excited about this. Like I legit want to go see this movie. This movie looks awesome in so many ways, right? And yeah, it looks there's I mean, I saw the new whatchamacallit movie, the new Ant-Man thing. And yeah, just and you can wait.
Oh God. I haven't seen Black Panther, but the last Thor sucked. Immortals sucked.
Immortals was bad. Hold on, but no, but you don't you have Disney Plus?
Yeah, Black Panther's on there. Just haven't watched
it.
Yeah. And I don't know why, because the original Black Panther was top 3 favorite Marvel movies for me.
This
Maybe
one is
top
good.
2, that and Ragnarok. So I don't know why I haven't watched this one yet.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't love it.
The new Thor was Immortals was bad.
People
didn't like the new Doctor Strange. I liked it, part 2.
It was dark. That's why. Yeah. It was just, but it's like trippy. I'm like, I don't know.
Did you like the other 2 Ant-Mans?
Yeah. I like Ant-Man because like the funny stuff, right? But they took all the funny out of it. Not all the funny, because it's still Paul Rudd and he's funny. But I like seeing what's his face all the time do the joke stuff. His sidekick. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Forgetting his name.
Hispanic
solid actor. Yeah, solid actor.
Yeah.
And when he was awesome. He was funny, right? Yeah. And you had his whole squad. You even had T.I. in there. And now it's just a different squad. It's just not funny. It's not as funny as it used to be. Right. And that's me holding it to a different standard. So that's on me. But yeah, it's this Cocaine Bear thing. I'm uber excited about. That's going to be dope. It's going to be dope.
Would you consider yourself a minimalist?
In what sense? Generally, yes. But in what sense we're talking about? We're talking about.
It's your life.
Yeah.
Your domicile.
I don't like, yeah, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. I've been trying to get to that. I think it's for my peace of mind too. I need it.
You need to throw stuff away. You need to declutter.
Oh, you have no idea what we've done. I'm talking, and there's so much more to do. But it's also like the mentality of, walk in the door, put it away, not put it down. Like I need, for the first time in my life, I've never had anxiety. Just a little anxious. Just, I can't feel settled like I'm at home for the first time ever. It's a weird dynamic.
Oh, you're feeling settled now that you're decluttering, or you?
Yeah, it's helping. It's helping. Yes. And I know that's the issue. Like, it's weird because it's never bothered me before. It's not like I've lived like a slob, but just disorder has never bothered me. And now, like, I don't want anything on the kitchen countertops, drawers, and just the thought of so much excess is just unnecessary.
So what are you throwing away?
Clothes was, I've always thrown away clothes, but we got rid of 10 garbage bags of clothes, maybe. Like so much stuff donated, and then other stuff, but just stuff in general. You have no idea how much stuff we got. Then I happened to watch there's a show on Netflix, like a little mini documentary on minimalism. That didn't lead me to it. That just reiterated what I've been feeling, and the sense of like the things we keep for nostalgia, but we never know. Like if you kept something, right, a memento or something, but you don't look at it, you'd never know if I broke in and stole it. you don't look at it like every week I'm going to open up this drawer and look at this thing. So it doesn't preserve the memory, right? It really doesn't. So do you hold on to that thing for 10 years to look at it in a box later? And it just...
I used to have. So one of the benefits of me moving so much is I declutter frequently. And I remember I used to have under my bed that went from here to LA to all my moves in LA to New York. And then I think I maybe threw it before I went to New York, or maybe when I got to New York. And in this thing under my bed is one of those like, transparent container things.
Yeah, zipper.
Right? And it was, I think my diploma was in there. I had an Indian outfit from a wedding. And I was like, oh, if ever I go to the wedding, I'll save this. Didn't go to the wedding. And by the way, it probably it won't even fit anymore. I had pictures, little pictures, photographs from whatever, and a bunch of photo albums. And I was like, I've never looked at these things in like 30 years. Right now, some of that stuff may be fun to look at some other point, but I was like, I got to find a better way to store these things versus here. They could be stored on the interwebs. But I had so much stuff in there that I was like, bro. And again, it was also in this small container that had never been opened. And I finally threw that stuff away before I moved back down to Miami. With that being said, I've got under my bed. So my ex, when she would come down here back in the day, would bring would bring her dog, and the dog, when it was a puppy, there was a dog crate. And so eventually grew up and, didn't need the crate anymore. So the crate's still under my bed.
Are you saving it for when you do get a dog?
That's what my thought process was. But it's been years, my dude, and I haven't, so literally it's underneath there, and I was like, I can just get a new crate. But literally I'm saving it.
No, you need to get rid of it. And what's going to happen is a month later you're going to get a dog.
This is what I keep doing. This is why I keep having this crate in there.
No,
and
you have to break that. You have to break that. You got to get rid of it. There's no
on my bed forever.
There's no because of that's the problem. So the show on Netflix, it's not a show. It's again a one little mini doc. It's called the Minimalists. Less is now. It's interesting, people. Check it out. And I've been reading this Instagram, been following this Instagram account called the Barta's House. The B is in boy, ARTAS house, or is it Barta House? I'll tell you right now. It's great. I mean, they're extreme minimalists, like almost seems not enjoyable. The Barta House. Sorry, the Barta House. I guess their last name is Barta. But great tips on everything, and it's just
way to crack that code, Dominic.
Yeah, I got it. Maybe they're in Barta, Oklahoma. Well, you never know.
Freaking moron.
Right? Maybe Barta means clean in like I don't know, Swedish. Don't assume, bro.
You're a friggin' idiot, dude. You're a friggin' idiot.
So yeah, I think it's good for our souls, but no, it's like too much junk. It just really is in our lives. It's just the way society. You know what it happens to? It's just the ease of which we live, convenience. I ordered creatine today from Amazon. It's getting here today. I ordered headphones yesterday. It got here yesterday. Right? You go to Target or something and you just see something, you just grab it. It's wants and not needs. Here we go.
No, I'm not gonna laugh at the creatine because I started taking that recently as well. But there is a subtle side effect to the creatine, which is hair loss. And for you, I'm just letting you know at the outset, just be careful. For you.
I mean, for me.
For the rest of us with full flowing hair.
I asked my barber last week, hey, do a little spot check. How we looking back there? Said you're straight.
No, but
remember with COVID, that's when oh my God, I lost that. Yeah, that was scary. The whole where you start to go bald, you either go bald in the front or in the colic area in the back. Yeah, it was all going there. Woo. Rough times.
On that note, I actually do have to go to the barber, so we will chat.
Yeah,
later.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you ask him his opinion on yours?
First of all, barber's a woman.
So why don't you ask her opinion? Is she a barber or is she a stylist?
No, she's a barber.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Well, when the hair was long, actually, I started going to her even when my hair was longer. But yeah, the barber game.
I don't know.
I didn't get into the barber game until way late in life. I was doing the stylist thing forever.
I mean, it's a little cheaper, even though barber prices are going up. What's
barber
price?
It ain't cheap at all.
I know. They used to be. I've been in it forever.
Yeah, right? No, I'd hear about you guys going, oh, I spent $5 at the barber, and I was like, what?
How much is your barber now?
$40. Yeah, no, but throw tip in there too, and that's 40 and change, and tip whatever. It's called $50.
Yeah,
$50.
I'm 50. I'm 50 with fixing the beard out the door tip.
That's not even beard lining. That's just $50.
Oh, okay.
Right? This is my issue. And I'm like, this is supposed to be the cheap or the economical route. And
trust me, if it was cheap, I mean, I wish like back in the day, I'd go every week.
Yeah, did you just go to barber every week? That's what I hear from you guys. And I was like, man. Week. And I was like, y'all just throwing money away. But apparently it was inexpensive back then.
It's $10.
How much is yours? $50 now?
No, it just went up in February because I'm waiting there, and then I'm talking to the receptionist, and she goes, "I know you're waiting for your change, but remember the price went up." I was like, "Damn it!"
Hold on. Waiting for your change? You're paying in cash?
Yeah.
And waiting for change?
It's cash only.
No, this is some under the table smuggling type situation. No, all right.
Cash only. He's cash only.
Mine is credit card only.
No,
cash only.
Yeah.
There are cash only businesses still operating. You got some shady barber, dog. Your barber is definitely not in your neighborhood. That's for sure. Your neighborhood is not a barber-friendly neighborhood.
No, he is. It's not a barber-friendly neighborhood. There's 2 barber places that you can go to. The other is no. The other, one of them had on the window advertising like fades, blowouts, surfer cut, and it just said,
"I'm sorry, surfer cut."
Yeah, and then it just said on the window, African American. like there's one cut for black people.
So that's where you go?
No, hell no.
you're like, oh, that's where I can go here.
Yeah, oh, no.
They cover everything.
Like, I mean, the absurdity of that. Like, we have different hairstyles. We have haircuts. We can give you the black people haircuts.
That's amazing. What's funny about my barber is I go to a place called The Spot, which is they're all over the place. Mm-hmm. It's like a franchise type situation, and it's very God. There's a bunch of God stuff. Like they're all their swag is like God related. And it's weird. It subtly annoys me. But I'm like, all right, but the barbershop is good. But that stuff just totally annoys me. And I was like, I didn't realize that this is their whole marketing campaign. But it's like a huge thing across the board. But then they've got like Edward Scissorhands and whatever. Edward Scissorhands. Also, never seen the movie. But like paintings of wood on the wall, which is actually kind of dope. And then so it's just kind of all over the place. And I just don't know where the God part comes into the barbershop. Like it's very confusing to me between the artwork and that. But solid spot. What, $50? Yeah, I got a budget, $50.
Well, here's the thing. Ask them about your temples. I see them receding, especially your left one. Oh, yeah.
See that?
Yeah, ask them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The hair is flowing, son.
No. Hair can be flowing. My temples all haven't been the same. I just have a big forehead. So look,
it's not just. It's definitely it's not good. That ain't going anywhere. That's only
exactly minuscule
compared to yours, dude.
Ask about the temples.
Compared to yours, my forehead is.
Make sure you tell her you'll still tip her. Ask her to give you the truth.
So first of all, I've already prepaid with tip. Everything's already done. I walk in and walk out. Technology, son.
Oh, all right. Be well. Eat better. Sleep better.
Take it easy, everybody.
Declutter better. Justice of order.
Late.